Well, this is a Flying J in Lancaster, Ontario. So the price for diesel, as you can see, that's $26.9 Canadian. So that's roughly $3.64 US per gallon. And the weather has been slowly deteriorating. But the sky is like amazing, you know. It looks like we're gonna have a tornado or something. And so this is the last but one truck stop before Quebec, where I'm going. And I'm sitting pretty near the fuel pumps, and so all the guys that's coming in, like that white truck, no, this guy's probably going to park. Actually, no, he's very smart. He decided to go right next to the building. So that's the truck stop. There's Denny's inside. I just came out and had some nice dinner. You see that guy? He's not buying fuel. He's just gonna park in front and go take a shower, you know, grab some food. But, you know, I park like this because this is a free, like one of the free spots, because the spots next to me you have to pay. They're all reserved. But these guys are, but mine is still free, and so now we can sit like this and we can watch all these cool trucks here. Well, there's not that much cool about a tandem trailer, but so this is Canada once again, right? So depending how long I'll be shooting, you will see a lot of multi-axle trailers, and I see more and more of these Volvos. I don't know, who would buy a Volvo? Like, honestly, why would you want to buy a Volvo truck, you know? And all they did, they changed the headlights and slightly they changed the grille. So now they can charge people probably $10,000 more. But that's the majority, you know. The reality is that's the majority of the trucks, like everywhere. It's either these ugly Volvos or a Freightliner. You know, that's green one, that's Midland. That's a pretty big Canadian outfit. Oh, I like that one. I'm gonna show you the truck I like. See that, the one that's coming after that Midland? It's that Peterbilt, like the new version, but it's a set forward axle. And I just like the look of that one, you know? Because it looks like just like my truck. No, my truck is more aerodynamic because mine has a set forward axle, right? But actually, yeah, so that one you can also buy it with a set back axle, but I just think it looks so cool when it's set forward, you know? And you see that guy has a regular truck, and there's a guy behind him. I hope this guy does not back up like that. But I'm telling you guys, this location here, this position, especially with this zoom lens I put on. So we're shooting with a Rebel SL3, my new tiny baby camera, crop sensor Canon, known in Europe as 250D, but it shoots beautiful video, you know. You can see by the colors. So it's much better than a cell phone or a GoPro. But the best part is that, you know, I can use all these nice Canon lenses. And so this one is 24-105 f3.5-5.6. And this is a great location because all these people are coming here either to buy fuel or to park. And look at this guy. He's I like that. His tanks. It's a two-color scheme, right? And his tanks are painted to match the cab. Hold on. Wrong direction. There you go. I think that's a beautiful truck. And what he has something in the back there, which looks like an oil tank. I don't know. And he has the same fenders like what I have on my truck. But look at the tank. His tanks. That's the problem with the Peterbilt trucks. Actually, I spec'd one, right? I was spec'ing the a Pete, but not like this one, 367, the older model. When I was shopping for the new truck, and that was like major disappointment, was that these guys don't have access to 28-inch diameter fuel tanks, whereas Kenworth offered me, you know, when I told them that I need 300 gallons minimum, because I always go, you know, into US, and I can, you know, when I find cheap fuel, I want to fill up, right? And Kenworth said, yeah, we have enough room, even with a 244 wheelbase, we can give you 300 gallons. And when I went to Peterbilt, because it was a classic, right, set forward axle, you know, 367, Peterbilt said, no, we can give you maybe 200 gallons. I said, you guys, it's a classic truck, right? So you have much more room to play with because your wheels are forward. And he says, yeah, but then, you know, our chassis, we need more space. It's like the way the Peterbilt works is that they need more space on the, you know, on the frame, because they have all this extra stuff that Kenworth does not have, you know. And that's what I don't like about Peterbilt, is that it's just, yeah, it's a cool name, you know, cool brand, but it's not very driver friendly. Like, I want big tanks, right? I want space. And so Peterbilt, yeah, wasn't ready to give me big tank. I actually asked him, I said, that's a nice color. Look at that blue, what is that? Another Pete. I asked him, I said, how come you guys are the same, you owned by the same, you know, PACCAR, right? Peterbilt and Freightliner. How come Kenworth has 28-inch tanks and you don't? And they said, well, that's how the cookie crumbles. You know? I'll check that one out. Yeah, nice. And that's Vitesse trucking. And so we have here, so we have a Volvo, and that dark red is a Pete, and then we have International, Freightliner, Volvo, Peterbilt, the one with lines that stick out, so Freightliner, then Volvos, and a couple of International in there. And far in the distance there's a great truck. See, it's a Mack. Oh, and now that guy's coming back. I guess he's looking for, is that the same guy? No, it's different. Yeah, because the previous guy had the two-tone color scheme, remember? This is a different guy, but this the same truck. I'm telling you, that's why I was saying that these trucks are popular. So he's just backing. So let's hope for some accident. No, I'm kidding. I don't want an accident. I just hope he doesn't damage that nice looking tank. And here's a guy walking across the parking lot like there's no tomorrow. Come on, buddy. We're shooting a video over here. See, no clue. Okay, that guy, I think he's turned too sharp. Oh yeah, but the problem with those spaces over there is that you can tell by the way the Mac is facing that they're all at an angle. Well, I hope he doesn't hit that double drop, because there seems to be a angle between the Mac truck and then the next truck. That white, you can see the roof behind the tanker. See, there's a crazy angle between them. Like the double drop, the red double drop is facing me. You see that? With the white truck, whereas the Mac truck is facing the other way. And so this guy is trying to back in there, and that's how accidents happen, you know. I see, you can just sit here, you know, keep your camera rolling. See, another cool truck is coming in. What is that? Classic International 9900, 3-axle flat, pulling some building frame parts, some steel parts, and he has a moose bumper. See, nice. See, I'm telling you, like, I'm sitting here, it's like kid's store. Because all these guys are turning right in front of me. Okay. Prince, isn't that the guy that just... Maybe it's a different one, I don't know. Then we have this guy over here. Another Peterbilt. Oh yeah, that's the guy that went to the scale. Right, and now he decided, hold on, I need fuel. Because yes, there's another truck stop. Basically, we are like, I don't know, 20 kilometers, you know, 12 miles from Quebec. And in the province of Quebec, fuel is more expensive. And so lots of guys, even French drivers, they try to fuel up here. But the other truck stop, the one closer to the Quebec border, it's I talked to this guy, very nice guy. He's from Quebec. Cool looking two-tone Pete, pulling a drive-in. I was asking him if it's you have to pay here for these spots, and he said no. And I saw that he had Quebec plates. Yeah, I see on the trailer. It's Quebec. Or as they say, Quebec. Oh, and that red guy, check this out. The red guy is backing over there at a 120-degree angle. He's tried them flatbed. It's a crazy truck stop, you know. And my trailers are 58 feet long. So you can imagine that there's no way I would park over there in that area, because people always come in, you know, and and they pass you, and so I wouldn't want my truck to stick out. Okay, let's take a closer look at this blue-white Pete. Yeah, it's too bad he's kind of like going away from me, but his tanks are also blue, so he matched the color of the cab, and I like that white wide stripe in the middle. It looks pretty cool. So now of course I have to be nervous waiting for somebody to park next to me. Alright, can we have a bit more? Can we have some cooler trucks than these Volvos? Man, like there's nothing more boring than a Volvo truck pulling a dry van trailer, you know? Because you see them everywhere. And what do you guys think about these new Freightliners, like the red one? I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to outdo Volvo, and their front bumper is like 2 inches off the ground, so that would definitely not work for me, because you know, sometimes I go to construction sites, off-road, to deliver my stuff. Oh yeah, and so in other news, I wasn't able to cash the check in Minnesota that I got from that previous salvage load, and I was a bit anxious, thinking that what if my bank does not take it? Like, what do I do? You know, the customer is 1,000 miles away. But it's a good thing that I insisted on a official bank check, or as we call them here in Canada, bank draft. So I took it to my TD Bank, showed them the bill of lading, my invoice. I said, this is what I did. I said I did a job for a guy moving this trailer from Ontario to Minnesota. And the guy didn't even look at, well, he looked at it. I said, because if you want, it has the address and the phone number, right, of this. The tanker guy is still trying to back. Look at this. And so the guy took my check, put it in that special machine that checks them, you know, to make sure they're legit. Will there be anything else, Mr. DRATCHEV? I said, no. Would you like a receipt? And I'm always like, kind of like, why are you asking me this, you know? I gave a guy a check for a bunch of money, and then he's asking me if I want a receipt. Like, how do I know that you're not gonna take it out and, you know, go spend it somewhere in Walmart buying some, you know, third-party auto parts, right? So yeah, of course I want a receipt. And so everything was good with that check, and then this load that you see in my mirror, surprisingly it's still there. Trailer number 2 is still on top of trailer number 1. And I already prepared all the paperwork. I have my invoice, bill of lading, so I printed the bill of lading, so I'm gonna ask the consignee, you know, to sign the bill of lading, and then I'm gonna scan it together with the customs paperwork that's printed, that was stamped by the Canadian customs guys, and I will scan that, and then send it to myself. So that will be my POD, proof of delivery, right? And I worked with this company before, like the company that gave me this load. It's the same company that, if you remember, I did that crazy Oklahoma City, Oklahoma power only load. And the same guy, look at this, just walking, you know, no care in the world. I'm just walking here. He'll go around me. and here to my left, these are the kind of like special spots for these tanker guys. You see one of them leaving. So we definitely need more. We need more fuel. Yeah, I love these guys. These guys are my friends. You know, when you want somebody parked next to you, I always try to encourage these guys to park next to me. I hope he does not do that. Alright, we have a winner here. A Volvo, but with some cool agricultural trailers. Look at how many wheels he has. So red tanks, white truck. Something is wrong there. But the guy has like a B train, right? So 2 in the back, 3 in the middle, and 1 in another lift axle. So 3, 5, 6 plus 3 on the truck, 9. So that's a Laidlaw. Well, basically the plan is, yeah, you come in. Sorry. So you come in from there. Then you go fuel, or you go scale, and then you go inside and pay if you need to, right? And then the exit is straight forward, and you go, there's an intersection over there, and you turn left, and there's a bridge, and right where this line of trees is, oh, you can see in the distance those trucks. So that's 401. And basically that way is Quebec, that's east, or Quebec, and this way it's Ontario, like Toronto. So I'm gonna be crossing over that bridge and just going to my left. So that's the plan for tomorrow. And one thing that always surprises me is when you look at the truck parked at the truck stop and the guy is sitting there for like 2, 3, 4 hours, and he's always in the driver's seat. Like, I know I'm sitting in the driver's seat now, but only because I have some stuff on the passenger seat. I don't want to move it, and I like this view here, right? But I'm just saying that I'm always surprised by people that, you know, he just spent probably, I don't know, 10 hours driving the truck and sitting in the same driver's seat, and then when he parks, he or she still sits there in the driver's seat. To me, that does not make sense, you know, especially when you have a bunk, you have a sleeper. What I usually do is, you know, after I had some meal, I just go lie on the bunk and I watch some Netflix movies on my laptop, or I create I do the, you know, produce my movies like this one, right? So now when I'm done here, I'm gonna upload this into my computer and create the video so you guys can enjoy it. But look at that sky, right? It looks so nice. Alright, one guy had enough of the truck stop video. Well, this guy is filming me, that's it. What's he doing? Oh, he decided he needs to fuel. Gilmer. And you don't see that many tandem trailers here, right? Because you get more weight when you have tried them. So most local guys, if it's a flatbed trailer or a step deck trailer, they use more than 2 axles. Now a nice looking B-Train blue K-Whopper T800. It's probably going to be our last truck for the day. Nice. See the tanks? Those are big tanks. And that's what I'm saying. You want big tanks? You need to get a Kenworth. Alright, 2 more. So Freightliner, Kurtz Trucking, and another Freightliner. That guy, I think he's shooting for the scale. No, he's also trying to feel. And a couple of guys are just walking towards the truck stop to get some coffee or beer or something, because the restaurant here, which is not very common in Canada, but the restaurant sells wine and beer. Okay, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. So tomorrow after I deliver, I don't expect any loads out of here, so it's 5 hours back home, and then I can take a couple of days off because I need to do my taxes for the previous month. Thanks for watching.